What's going on? Back at work. So I'm not riding from home today because I get to test ride something. Yeah, I got to test ride a little something. Stay.
Remy, sit. Speak.
Fuck!
Good boy.
This thing's in fucking kilometers. Why is this thing in fucking kilometers?
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Man Duarte, or Duarte if you just watch the YouTube channel. I'm not on the Dyna again for whatever fucking reason, because we like to kiss ass over here. Hashtag sponsor me.
Make sure no cars are coming. Right here we got the 2021 Low Rider S Softail. This one's got all the, oh shit, let me check, make sure no one's coming. This one's got all the bells and whistles, leather pros, Bun King crash bars, Bassani 2-in-1 pipe on the other side, quarter fairing, Kraus Risers, and I work at Harley, but didn't get sponsored the bike from Harley. This bike's sponsored from @Nikki Angel, whatever the fuck her Instagram name is. I get to ride it. Let's go. Now,
I've been on Softails before. Never been on this Softail, and let me tell you, it is heavy.
You know, I gotta admit, even though it is a Softail, this thing does feel good. It's not a Dyna, but I don't even feel that front end. Gotta need an inverted front end on my bike. So if you don't already know, 2021 Softail Low Rider S has that 6-speed transmission, 114 cubic inch motor. This one's got a Bassani 2-in-1 pipe on it. So it has the mid controls, she has the float pegs,
The Bun King crash bar. Oh, and it moves. Best believe it moves. Why do the back brakes suck so bad in comparison?
excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, excuse me, pardon me. It's crazy how motorcycles just get you to the front of the line and everything in life. Honestly, this is actually kind of a comfortable bike. She has this SDC saddleman too. I've sat on other Softails and it feels like you're like just clinging onto the bike. It doesn't feel like you're really locked in like to the bike. This one, if my knees weren't so high up, I'd say the same.
Like, I feel like I'm in that Dyna riding position, but at the same time I still feel like I'm sitting in a chair and I'm not sitting like on top of a stool like I am on my Dyna. Depending on who you are, you may just have a preference. I don't know. This thing does fucking rip though.
I really hope you're not just staring at freaking fairing and bars and speakers. I don't have it for too long. I'm actually on my lunch break. For the last couple months now, I've actually been working at the local Harley Davidson dealership.
Don't get your hopes up, they don't let me ride bikes. I got excited for that too. No, I actually work in the sales department, so if you ever want to come buy a bike and you live in the Central Valley, go ahead and call this number and we can get you all squared away. Shameless plug, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
This thing rides really smoothly, I gotta admit. You know, I am just a
Softail hater, your local Dyna bro, but I can barely feel the road in this thing, at least compared to like my Street Bob. I think there's no back brake at all in comparison to the front. I really would just like to take it on a nice road, so if traffic could clear up, that would be great.
So a couple things I'm noticing in comparison to the Dynas: smaller like center of gravity. I guess if I had 14s on this bike, I'd only be sitting at like right here as opposed to like right here on my bike. I don't know, it's a different kind of feel, science to it. The front brakes are fucking, I feel like I could do stoppies on this.
This thing fucking rips, Jesus Christ. So the first 3 gears of this are actually really low.
And once you get into like 4th gear, it's like your first cruising gear. God, I need to get used to those brakes. So, you probably noticed I've been staring at the bars this whole time because I'm in awe of how fast this bike is. Size-wise, I feel like I'm sitting on an early model Dyna. I mean, the forks compressed, so I mean, they're not that stiff. I literally feel like I'm sitting on an early model Dyna.
An early model Dyna that shakes like half as much. I just don't feel right with this specs. I don't feel like they need to be lowered, like, or farther back or something. you're almost in attack position on this bike. Almost.
So kind of just riding around. Quick update, my bike actually been down for the count for the last couple of months now. I started this job at Fresno Harley and then rode around for about a week until down the street from work I actually got pulled out in front of. And
so I went down, bike was in the shop, but after waiting for my insurance to get a hold of the other insurance so we can get it all fixed, it's been a mess. So I'm just holding on to my bike for the time being. I rode it today actually, and I got another bike that I'm not going to tell you about. It's not a Softail. It's definitely not a Softail. But I got another bike.
it's kind of a project in terms of budget, kind of trying to prove to the world that you can build a bike with just a couple grand and a dream.
That
like I literally haven't felt the front end at all other than when I hit the brakes, because the brakes are fucking ridiculous on this. This is a dual disc, right? Yes, this is dual disc with the Brembo brakes. I have a single disc on a Dynas, which is a bike that's about 100 pounds heavier, so I mean kind of get what you get in terms of that. But hey, this is a nice ride. I'm comfortable. I wish my feet were a little more in attack position and I had more room to grab onto my pegs, but hey, it is what it is. It's a nice bike. I should race this guy, huh?
I gotta say, especially with this exhaust and with that extra bit of rumble, my feet are vibrating like a lug. Granted, I probably vibrate more on my bike. I'm just so used to it, and I was used to not feeling anything from these things. Now that I'm really getting on it, these things put out a lot of power. These things are immediately like responsive. My bike may have took a couple of seconds to plug, and then go. Just all go. Man, just slow down before it gets over. Yeah, this is a nice fucking bike. Holy shit. Throw it in some major leans. Drag some knee a little bit. Ready, let's see if we can shift our weight. Drag some knee a little bit. Totally not dragging knee. I totally just tilted the bike to the side a little bit and called it a day. See, if this were my bike and I feel a little more comfortable with, I would 100% throw this in every corner I could. This thing is fucking nice, I have to admit.
But stay tuned. I have a lot of things coming. Just because this isn't my bike doesn't mean it's the end of my bike. Oh boy, it is far from the end. What I'm learning is that it's barely the beginning. See, it's so nice that even at idle, when this thing's just kind of sitting, I'm not worried about shaking and clunking and clattering and holding on for dear life. I wish these bars were just a bit straighter up though. So instead of with the pullback, they were just straight bars. Granted, this is a woman's bike and she's kind of on the smaller side, so I understand. It's actually our motor clothes manager at Fresno Harley. You should come check her out and tell her I sent you. She'll give you not a discount, but a high five and a pat on the back and sell you a shirt. Come buy a shirt. Our owner would appreciate it. Spread the word. Spread the good word of Harley, as they like to call it.
I think 2021 is actually the first year that Harley Davidson went from the wet clutch
Back to the cable clutch, and I've got to say I'm very appreciative.
The clutch on this bike is very predictable. Hey, guess what?
It's time to pick the visor up because we have another red light. Guess that light. It's red. Congratulations, you guessed right, and my family is sad. But a short video today. I just wanted to kind of show off the 2021 Low Rider S with that 114, this Milwaukee 8 Bassani. This one's all done up, so I mean this is a perfect one to test ride. If I were to get this bike,
this is exactly what I would do to it, give or take, you know, a couple of things. I'd fit it more for me, but that's just, you know, personal, obviously. You know, one kind of my which I think is a bad thing about a bike in either way, my kind of biggest pet peeve on this is that with the mid setup, having them mount a little farther forward gives me a little less confidence because I am a large human being to like stand up on the pegs if I really needed to.
Granted, again, not my bike. I'm gonna just run inside, grab me some snacks because it's actually lunchtime and I spent my lunchtime riding this bike. Grab me some things to snack on, and I'm gonna head back to work. Thank you. This bike really isn't as small as I expected it to be. It's a bit beefier than I expected. It's a little wide. And it sounds good when you're on the bike. I do hear that M8 whimper at first, where it sounds, people say, oh, it sounds like a sewing machine. Ugh. Whatever. I think it sounds nice. When people hate on this motor, for what reason? It's fast, it's smooth, it doesn't shake. You people are really hating on efficiency. Granted, this motor does have its problems. It has a fair share, but they all do. Evos leak. Twin cams leak. Do you see any oil? This thing, I have more oil on my exhaust. This thing has oil in all of the cases. I'm gonna take one more good lap, then I'm gonna go ahead and call this video here. All around, riding it for a couple of neighborhoods. Stopped and got some lunch. This thing rides smooth. Let's hit this bump pretty fast. Oh yeah, that would have hurt my ass on my bike. It feels good, it's fast, it's comfortable. You can throw it in some leans. What more do you want out of a bike? It does the job, especially mobbing here around town. You don't need a big bagger or a big tourer. Who needs a Goldwing? Well, on second thought, who the fuck needs a Goldwing? If I were to buy a bike in 2021 that I could do everything I wanted to, this would be the one right here. Has that seat position, has the motor, has the fun factor of a Harley. You can't necessarily beat it. Alright, I'm gonna call this video here. I'm gonna pull it back into the dealership and I'm gonna clock back in and get back to work already, I guess. Thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. Make sure to check out the rest of my videos. I have a few. Yeah, shout me out, check me out. Hell, let's grow together. Let's help this channel grow. Each of you that watch my videos, I hope you know you're doing me a genuine service to my mental health. Come on. I was given this clicker. There it is. Haha. Yeah, just, oh, don't mind that. Just check out the rest of the videos. Let me know what you think. Give me some suggestions in the comments. And come check out Fresno Harley. If you don't have a bike and you want to get on a bike, let me know. We'll get you on a bike. God damn it. You guys have a good one.